Hello and welcome to How Did You Find Out? So this is a show where people discuss life situations that they go through. So it could be somebody who has been scammed, somebody who was cheated on, somebody who was lied to, something that was happening in their life and they didn't know. So today I have a guest who you would have seen on this show. She sometimes hosts this show, but I mean, we all have stories to tell. So she sits in today as my guest and not the host to tell a story of an experience that she had in a relationship. So she's going to tell us about that. But before we start, let us just allow her to tell us a bit about herself, anything that she should want us to know about herself. Welcome to this episode. I won't say to the show because you're always here. So welcome to this episode.
Thank you.
So please tell our viewers a little bit about you, anything you want them to know about you.
Okay. Hello, viewers. My name is Jubilee. I think you get to know more about me as you keep watching the episodes. So you keep getting more data. For now, my name is enough.
Okay. So let us get to the beginning, before your situation. I mean, how did you meet with this guy?
So I met with this guy was that my first project? Yes. I was we were doing a feature film, so I was on that set. He was the DOP or something.
Okay.
So he just saw me and he was like, I'm going to make you mine. I'm like, this guy sounds like a perv. How do you just see me and you start, being all flating? They're like, So he kept complimenting me throughout that day, like saying nice things, and I kept laughing. Kept saying nice things and I kept laughing.
Yeah.
So after we were done with everything, when we were being dropped off, he dropped off where I dropped off. And I'm asking him, is this where you stay? No, I just want to walk you home, make sure you're safe, then I can go back. Okay. So we clicked. We clicked actually on the first day. We clicked. Like, we talked about so many things and he was fun. Like, he's a fun person. So we had so much to talk about. It's like we knew each other before that day.
Longer than, okay.
Yeah, so that day he asked for my number. I gave him my number.
Yeah.
Then we started communicating. The next day, as early as 5, he called me. So I was actually preparing to go for a run.
Okay.
He called me and I told him I actually go for early morning
run.
Yeah, so he's like, oh really? I also do the same, but it was a lie. So he said, okay, let me just come, then we can do it together. So that day I actually used a different route because we were doing it together. So we went running and we saw the sunrise together. It was a romantic morning, you know what I mean? I'm just like, this guy. Okay. So we did that part of the morning, and the rest of the day he kept checking up on me. He actually took some pictures the previous day.
Okay.
So he took some pictures the previous day and he was like, I'm going to edit them for you, so you should pass through my boarding house and collect them. Okay, cool. So after work, I passed through his boarding house. I collected the pictures. He escorted me. We walked home. We sat at a certain bridge. We had a certain bridge where we used to... Is it a bridge, really? Okay, I don't know what it's called. Yes.
Drainage.
Yes, that's a thing. No, but at my place, we didn't have that thing. So we would use, like, maybe... the next house, would sit at the next house just to spend more time together and chat. So we chat there for a long time and it became like a routine. Like, we'd meet frequently, we'd talk frequently. He would just show up until it eventually became a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So then how do you guys begin to date? Or was it the situation of you start hanging out, next is you're touching each other's hand, sorry.
I was
Like the moments lead to another moment.
Well, it started from spending too much time together to actually talking about it, and then I think we couldn't
Stay away from each other.
yes, like
Okay.
we'd spend so much time together until we became an item. But then he was in his final year
Okay.
that time, so he had like a year to go,
Okay.
just a year to go, a year or less.
Okay.
Yeah, but we spent that year together like throughout, literally.
So when you say a year or less, was it that he wasn't from Ndola? Like,
No,
was
he wasn't from
leaving?
Dollar.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he was going to go away after that.
Yes. He was going to
Okay.
go away
So
after
you had
that.
to make the best out of that.
Out of that. But we didn't see it ending. So it was that thing where, okay, I'll be coming. And he used to come back though.
No, okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So tell us about your situation then. You finding out what was going on. So yeah, you guys, you have all those rosy moments. Then you start dating. So now let's get into your situation. How did it start? Like how did you find out? Or maybe it's a process. How did it start? Or is it just one day you walking on him?
Yeah. So it was perfect. This guy, up to now, he's like my buddy.
Okay.
He's my buddy. Like he's my good
Yeah.
friend.
Okay.
Good friends. So, how can I put it? It was perfect.
Yeah.
I couldn't trace it. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know, one of those perfect people.
Yeah.
They call you all the time.
Yeah.
They check up on you and they do things right. Financially, they are there. You know what I mean? Emotionally, he was there, and he's very supportive.
Okay.
And he's just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
No, what do you mean was? Is it dead? I mean, isn't he alive?
He was amazing. He was amazing.
Oh, it's because it's no longer amazing to you.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Okay.
So, literally, it was very perfect. So
Yeah.
this one morning, we were somewhere together.
Okay.
This one morning.
Yeah. Somewhere with someone.
Yes.
Doing something. Okay.
No, not doing.
Okay.
Doing nothing, just somewhere.
Just somewhere with someone. Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were there, and we had a good morning, like, you know.
Yeah.
Then something just told me to go through his phone. He used to go through my phone as well.
Okay.
Because then, fast forward, we were in love. Our love grew strong. Then he completed.
Yeah.
He went to Lusaka. He was doing something there. That's where he was working.
Okay.
So he would come. He would come back just to see me or spend some time with me. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that time he came from Lusaka.
Okay.
So he just came to spend some time with me. Then I said, Lusaka is dangerous. I don't trust Lusaka.
Don't trust Lusaka.
So I said, wait, let me check the phone. For not checking a car phone. In his gallery, there was just normal pictures. We know everything was perfect. Then that hidden Shanshan in the recycle bin and the hidden whatever.
Yes.
So the same password he had on his phone, that's the password he put to the hidden pictures, and they're like,
Okay.
when I went to the thing, the hidden pictures, I found engagement photos
Serious.
of him and the lady.
Okay.
I was like, what? First, nice unboxing.
So sorry, just hold that. So does he give you the phone like, go through?
Yeah, because he knows there's nothing in his
everything.
He gives me the phone. Pension for lady Shania, like
yeah.
get the phone. His WhatsApp was clean. Everything was clean. Number for man, like problem.
So he didn't think you're going to like
go that far.
Yeah.
Yes, he didn't think I was going to go that far.
Yeah.
Number, it's that thing. I don't want peace. I want problems.
You're looking for problems.
I looked for problems. And
but so that's a thing. Like you check the folder. There's nothing. Why do you keep going? Like, are you I mean, obviously, you're suspicious, but what makes you keep going? What are you looking for? You just want to find something. You don't
No,
just
because you have a
believe
feeling. You know, your instincts are never wrong.
Is it?
So you get a feeling. There's something that changes when somebody is actually playing on your mind. So I had a feeling. Similar thing happened to me. These people we meet. Similar thing happened to me. There's this guy. He's a church guy.
Yeah.
What about church? Okay, not Sana, but what about church?
Yeah.
This person was good. Me and him were good. Like, you know, perfect, happy kind of arrangement.
Good, yeah.
Where you're happy with each other, would goof around.
Yeah.
There was just so much life in it.
Yeah.
But I knew this person is messing around.
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true. Yeah. I stole his phone while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Went in the bathroom. I mastered his pattern because he put a pattern.
Yeah.
I went in the bathroom and then that day I was actually going to Lusaka. So papa, I put it up. I went in the bathroom. Hey, what I found? You cannot do that. Don't go through people's phones, guys. Let's respect each other's privacy, okay? Phones are a bad idea. My journey was ruined. I went to his phone. 3 other church members that he was very involved with.
Yeah.
Other women. I found like 8 committed relationships in that phone. I started shivering. I couldn't even say anything. But anyway, let me not drift from the actual story. My point is, let's stay away from people's phones. It's more peaceful and wise. So,
hard lesson learned, I bet. Yeah, so let's go back. So you're saying, so you find these engagement photos, you laugh.
Find this engagement. I started laughing, you know, not tears of, but under tears of joy. No, I just started laughing. I was laughing. And then in the process of laughing, I started crying.
Yeah.
Doesn't he join me? He starts crying as well.
But does he know what's going on at this moment?
He does.
He does.
He starts crying and he says, I meant to tell you. The fuck? What do you mean you meant to tell? I know I meant to tell you. His explanation wasn't even adding up.
Yeah.
But from the look of things, initially he was actually staying with a lady in Lusaka. Okay. But he would call me and we'd talk for hours at night. You get my point? So his explanation wasn't really adding up.
Yeah.
When I found those photos, I didn't know what to say.
No.
And I talked, but I couldn't talk that day.
No.
I was shocked. Kurila first. I chilled.
Yeah.
I told him not to talk to me. At least that's the least. Like, just don't try for now. He tried. And then I just went mute. I couldn't talk to him. I left him there.
Yeah.
The next day, he followed me at my workplace.
Yeah.
And came apologizing, all emotional and stuff. I blocked him.
Yeah.
He went back to Lusaka. I blocked him. Me and him didn't talk for about a year.
Okay.
I saw the wedding photos now, the actual wedding. Hey, guys, it was depressing. It took a lot of Joe Austin to get here, you know. So I saw a lot of happy photos and Shani.
But so you've blocked this guy. Why are you still stalking him? It sounds like now you're stalking
his
him.
Friends are now my friends.
Oh, okay.
You get?
Yeah.
So obviously I get to see all that. Whether I like it or not, I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
So I get to see that. And after a year, this guy is married and Shan. Well, they start being sneaky and they come apologize. Every time he was in Dollar, he would come and apologize. And he would do to my nice things, you know? So eventually I start talking to him just when he's there.
Yeah.
Then finally we start, because his story was quite complicated anyway.
Okay.
Not that I should justify, but it was quite complicated. So every time he's in Dollar, he would pass through, try to be all nice and da. So we'd find ourselves spending time together again. Like after that had happened. Spend time together, chat.
Yeah.
And well, at the moment we are good friends, but my experience just seeing those, initially he was staying with that lady. Now that we are friends, we talk about it.
Yeah.
He was staying with her the whole time. That
yeah, while he was in school, while he meets you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. While he was in school, he had a house in Lusaka. So he would go back to his girlfriend then.
Okay.
Yes. So he had a thing going on before that.
Okay, so you say his situation was complicated, and then you guys started spending time together. Is it like now, as you say, just good friends, or you still try to work out something?
No, we tried once, but my conscience wouldn't let me, so we're just good friends.
Okay.
Like good friends.
Like good friends. No, we'll leave it for the viewers to judge the good friends. So
no, that that situation where you are just comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been friends before. When you're friends before the relationship,
Yeah.
So there's that friendship that is just there, that mutual.
Okay. So but how do you think he was handling, like he was able to, I'll call it, play you? I hope that's the right word. So like how does he just basically handle the situation of like when he's in Lusaka, so he's talking to you, as you say, for these long hours, but meanwhile he's with somebody at home. How do you think he was handling that? Of course, on your part, that is convincing, because you call somebody at 24 hours and they pick up and you talk. But so how do you think he was, now that you say you're friends, has he maybe told you how he was able to do that with that lady staying with him, like there while he's making those calls?
He would make excuses there just to talk to me. He would say he's working.
Yeah.
He could say he's doing something online because he's also into movie production in the line.
Yeah. Okay.
So he would say he's coaching somebody. I'm Shani.
Yeah.
So he would make stories up just to talk to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. So
and even when he's here, he would never, even when he spent like the whole time, when we would be together the whole time, he would never pick funny calls.
Okay.
Nothing. There was no way I could trace it.
Nothing suspicious.
Yes, there was nothing suspicious. So it was impossible to trace the cheating.
But so come on, you trust this person. So what changes? Just because they've just gone to Lusaka and now you become suspicious, or maybe was there something?
No, there's a time before he went to Lusaka.
Yeah.
This guy, there's a girl that he used to date and deny he used to date her.
Okay.
So one time he adds me and her to the same group.
Committee?
No, he adds me to a group, a certain business group.
Yeah.
So then I remember that I found some funny messages
from this number.
Yes, this number.
Yeah.
Then he starts laughing. So why would you add me in the same group with somebody I don't like?
Yeah.
Why? Then he's like, where Shani? So I knew he was sneaky somehow. And then him being a man. Man.
Come on.
Man.
Come on.
Man, not be your friend.
Come on.
So there was that aspect of him being a man. So I said, the distance and everything. And I wasn't very flexible to. The problem was I wasn't flexible enough to see him, to go and see him. I would never visit him in Osaka.
Okay.
Yeah, so he would usually just come. So I didn't really know what was happening on the other side.
Okay. So how long after you finding those photos did the wedding happen?
3 months later.
3 months. So it was serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
But did he tell you what his plan was, like with you and just the whole situation? What was his plan?
He wanted me. He still wanted. Oh, he wanted. He wanted.
You find your soulmate after you've committed to somebody else.
His story is quite complicated.
Okay.
His explanation, though, I wouldn't even want to explain because it's irritating.
Yeah.
And it's simply a lie because obviously.
Yeah.
He had already made a decision. It's that thing where you just find somebody you click with afterwards and you're just there.
Yeah. Okay. So did you, like, away from the times when now that you are friends and you talk about these things, but in that moment, did you confront him, apart from you going mute and like after maybe you recover?
Yeah, I did confront him because he would call me on different numbers. So
Yeah.
as I would shout at him to stop calling me,
Yeah.
I would tell him about those same things.
And what was his? Is it a
He just
complicated story?
apologize and tell me, no, it's you I love. You know those stupid things people will tell you.
Yeah.
It's you I love. It was a mistake.
Yeah.
Families are involved. You know.
Yeah.
No, there's this reason. Just these silly reasons you come up with because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so so now you're going through this situation. So basically, this question is just to try and see. I mean, we are Africans, so how we deal with the issues and those around us, how they help in dealing with issues. So did you share your situation with, like, confide with anyone? You didn't. Why?
So when something bad happens to me, I can't share it right away.
Okay.
It takes me time to first accept it, deal
Yeah.
with it, and be strong enough to talk about it. Because then when something is happening at that particular moment,
Yeah.
that's my moment of weakness. And I do not allow anybody to see
Hmm.
my moment of weakness, except you are lucky. But usually I love to deal with things myself.
Yeah.
And then when I'm strong enough to talk about it, I can talk about it confidently and with a positive, with some positive energy. I
Yeah.
don't like being sad for long.
Yeah. Was this your first heartbreak, like, or was this like, did you get to a point that those, or the more relationship, and then you're thinking this is the one, and then they come and you find such, and you're like, oh, okay, like the levels of hating you are like, so how would you describe this relationship to you?
It was the one.
It was
It was the one.
walifika.
I landed. I packed my bags.
Waponda kunganda taina, guys.
It was the one. That one. It was the happening thing.
And then you just
then man happened.
Come on, you can't generalize
that particular man, guy. It happened.
that particular man happened.
Otherwise, yeah.
Maybe let's say it's not a marriage situation, so I don't want to say divorced or anything else, but let's say it wasn't a marriage situation, so just something else. Would you still give this guy a chance? Like, it was something else that would have happened, would you still give him a chance?
It's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say then you've learned from this whole situation? Like, maybe not really learned, because I know it's mainly about trust, but how did it change your perspective about relationships and men? Yeah. If at all it did, maybe it didn't. If at all it did,
it actually taught me to be strong.
Yeah.
Like, not to expect so much from people.
Yeah.
And that chalo chimbi, because we think differently, and I think men are not emotional. Women are emotional beings. So when we're making decisions, we think of the people around us, how it's going to affect them and how they're going to feel. It made me strong, and I realized that you can't trust somebody fully.
Yeah.
You can only trust yourself, and that men are men, and it gave me strength to move on and handle relationships that are coming better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but so for others, there is a situation where maybe they say this was my break point, like the good girl goes bad, like just says, okay, I don't care, I'm going to break their hearts as well, like whoever comes after this guy. Or others will say, I'll never want to get into a relationship again. Others even worse will say, no, I'm going for the for the other gender, the same gender. Like, you can't trust men.
Ew.
Others who, I mean just different reactions. So for you, what did it do to you? And also maybe in that same question also you should maybe, how did it affect you psychologically? So yeah, maybe you could answer those, answer them as what did it make you do? Like, what did you then decide to say going forward? How do you deal with your relationships going forward? Or do you give up on relationships? And then also psychologically, how do you think it affected you?
Well, it was just hard for me to trust people now. It's hard for me to trust people easily. And
Okay.
yeah, basically, it's hard for me to really just trust people. And it's hard to date them because then you don't trust them. So it becomes a bit difficult that way. So yeah, how I dealt with it, I gave myself enough time to get past it, and it took me time to actually allow other people in, because I needed to just get that off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you start allowing other people in. Do you change strategy, and how do you
can't change. Love. You say this is what I'll be doing, but when love comes in the picture, it's love that will direct you. You're not a director at that point. Love will tell you what to do. So yeah, I can't say this is my strategy now. No, but I think I just deal with things differently.
You tell yourself panombana vechipondo adabwa fechipondo fuchapone na mulavu
put again. So it's a bit tricky. Yeah, you are tricky.
Okay. How did you deal with it? Like, how did you move on from that for you to even get to a point of now becoming friends with this guy?
He's persistent and he's a very good person. He's the reason why I even liked him in the first place or fell in love with him was because of his personality, his heart. And me and him became friends. We talk about literally anything. I was comfortable around him. So it was easy for us to click. So after love wasn't in the picture, friendship was in the picture. So we talk about other things. Eventually, I got comfortable being around him regardless of them.
What happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So in closing, I mean, you've had your experience with that relationship, maybe relationships before or relationships after, but you've had that experience. So I mean, there's a girl maturing who is just becoming of age, and boys are noticing her, and now she has to make a decision to whether she's ready to start dating or not. From your experience of relationships, what would you advise or what would you say to the young you before you get into your first relationship? So this is going to go to every other young girl, but so speak to the young you. What would you tell yourself from what you've learned now, and then with what you didn't know then and what you know now?
I would tell the young me to pick you.
Okay.
Pick yourself first before anybody. Love yourself enough to walk away when it's not saving you. Love yourself enough to give it up if it's not saving you. Because life is short. You be very miserable if you're chasing people that are not chasing after you. So you'll be chasing a ghost and you'll always be disappointed. And some people will never change because they're in love with you. They'll be them. But if you don't love yourself enough to know when to walk away, you live a miserable life, and time is passing by. By the time you're old, you regret that you spent your life chasing a ghost and being unhappy, hoping that people could love you better. Love starts with yourself. So love yourself more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite insightful. So thank you so much to all our viewers. I'm sure you've picked one or two things from Madam Mulenga's situation there. So would encourage you to, follow us on our socials. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok. All our handles are Lubuto Studios. So follow us there, and remember to like the channels so that you can you like the YouTube channel, so that you can get notifications when we post a video and you not miss an episode. We thank you so much for staying with us. See you on the next episode.